Hello there, my friends. I'm Zelda Kelly with Psychic Secrets. Today is your weekly reading for April the 10th through the 16th of 2023. Okay, so here we go. This is for all signs. It may not resonate with everyone, so please take what resonates with you. And you know, sometimes it'll resonate a little longer, and sometimes the readings will be good for a little longer. So just keep open-minded to it if you like. But welcome, and welcome to all. Okay, so for angels, guides, spirits, we're asking for what is going on for this particular week. And we're going to lay out some cards. There is the Hermit, there is the Three of Swords, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. I was going to say coins. We call it that as also. And then turning over the deck, we have the Magician card. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to move these over and we're going to put that right there. And I'm hoping that glare doesn't disturb this that much. Now, what I'm going to do, my friends, with this smaller deck, we're also going to lay out a few cards. We're going to see exactly where we're headed, and I would like to get more information for the Three of Swords, please. More information for the Three of Swords. Give us a confirmation on the Three of Swords. Here we are. Cutting the deck, and there we have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. At the end or the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. We're going to put that there. Now, from what I'm seeing is, first of all, I have to say this. You've got some fiery energy here, and I think some things have been building up for you, and this is going to be a week in which you may make a change. This is something that I think you've been planning on based on this Magician card, because I like to say that this Magician card is also one of my favorite of the tarot deck, and I call it the manifestation card. So I feel that you've been manifesting this change, and the change is coming. And it might be a serious change. It could be a moving, it could be the moving of a job, it could be even a divorce. But it looks like that you are removing yourself from something. However, I do feel that you're going to be going towards something else. We will confirm all that in just a minute. This beautiful Hermit card. This Hermit card represents the very earthy Virgo. And you see this star right there? This six-pointed star is the Star of Solomon. This six-pointed star is guiding you. And you've got the wisdom and understanding. This is something that just hasn't come out of a whim. This is something that you're definitely, and you have definitely planned on for some time. This Three of Swords, I'm going to say, is temporary. It is very airy with the swords. And the thing of it is, with this Page of Swords right here, as you see, and the nickname for this Page of Sword is the Prince of Breezes. You can see there's a lot of movement. Look, even the hair coming from this page is blowing in the wind. This sword goes off the frame of the card, which means that this is something that you've started and you've not started yet until there is a completion. But there will be. With this Five of Pentacles, you're walking away, and it could even be that you're walking away from some financial situation. It could be a job, and like I said, it could be a divorce, but it is money related. And I'm going to put that down. However, with this Nine of Cups on top of this Three of Swords, that tells me that this is something that is actually good for you. As painful as the situation may be, this is something that you just have to do. Why? Well, because with this Five of Cups here, this Five of Cups, you see, there's a regret of overlooking something that has been lost. But almost forgetting that there's blessings behind. I think that's indicative of someone, pardon me, that is involved with this. Maybe you feel that you've been left behind because someone wasn't thinking about you and they were thinking about what they didn't have instead of looking at you and thinking about what a blessing you have been. There's whatever type of scenario that fits with you in this. I'm going to say that regardless, across the board, change is needed. Definitely. I think you've delayed it up until this point. I think you've delayed this hoping that maybe just a miracle would happen, something would happen, and that you would be able to make a choice and go further. But you do want to look at the future. And you see this? You're holding the world in your hand by making a choice. And this is a fire element card, so there's growth, opportunity ahead of you. I know it's hurtful. I know it's painful. But I want to do one more thing. That is, we have another trusty tarot deck. And with this, we're going to ask for a final message. What is the final message for my friends this week? The final message for my friends. Here we are. So the final message for you is this. We're going to cut the deck. We're going to take the card off the top. Drum roll, please. You know how it always goes. Yes, definitely. You're leaving and working things out for yourself. Now, this death card doesn't mean there is a death. We're going to put this deck to the side. Doesn't mean that there's a death, and I don't want you to be afraid of this card. What this means is that, first of all, let's take a look at this card and break it down. This flag means that there is a harvest. I'm going to say that. You're reaping what you've sown. There is a harvest time. Now, I want you to know this. There's a time for harvesting. There's a time for sowing. And you've sown as much as you possibly can, and now it's time to reap what you've sown. Now it's time for you. That's what this means. And you see, this really isn't the end. You see, these two pillars match up what is the pillars on the moon card. Someday we'll talk about that. But you see the sun, that's like the gateway to heaven, the sun. And you can see that there's people here begging, falling out, because they feel that death is upon them. I'm going to say this is the end of this chapter. It's not this. We're going to cross this out. This is the end of the chapter that you're in right now. Because it's because of you, you've decided to make this change and you've moved on. In fact, I'm going to say, I don't think you've had really any choice now but to move on. I'm going to talk about this little fellow right here for a minute. This Nine of Cups. This Nine of Cups is beautiful. The Nine of Cups is this fellow sitting here. You see, he's not arrogant. He's sitting as though he is accomplished. He has these 9 cups sitting behind him as though they are trophies. This is a card in which it means that it's the yes card. Your wish fulfilled, your heart's desire. That is what you're working for. So I think in the background, you've been wanting to do this for a long time, and now you see the opportunity and you're going to walk away. That is really important. I would like to get, you know me, can't help it, I would like to get just one more card. Oh, and I'm sorry about that. Okay, so these cards fell over. So, okay, so one more card. Here we are. And we're going to cut the deck. And here we go. Off the top, this High Priestess card. Now, this High Priestess card for us means that this is something that you've prayed over, thought about, talked about, and you have really meditated on for quite some time. I want you to see something on the bottom of the deck here. This Bottom of the deck is the Sun card. That's the best card in the whole tarot. It's the end of the tarot and itself the major arcana. I'm going to tell you, I'm happy that this came out because it shows through your wisdom and understanding, you've been able to figure out exactly the next phase, the end of the chapter, going into this sunny, beautiful, and wonderful time. We're going to set this right here so you can still see it. We're going to move this magician up. So if you're manifesting this type of thing, well, this is for you. But I'm also going to say with this, you see, your prayers have not gone unheard. This is a very important prayer tapestry behind her. And you see she's got the cross and she's got the Torah in her lap. This is a spiritual card. You've been asking for favor, maybe even permission to do what it is that you feel is best for maybe you and even your family. But walking away, making the choice is going to be the best thing that you've decided, even though it's going to be a little painful. You'll be okay. I know you will. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that all of you have a very blessed week. And I am here for you. If you want to talk a little bit more, you can find me at psychicsecrets.com. And if you look for me, I am on social media at Psychic Zelda Kelly. Stop over, say hello, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Have a great week.